What's good, y'all? Welcome back to a brand new episode of the cringiest and weirdest videos from all over the internet. Without further ado, let's get to the video. Hope you enjoy it.
Blood-curdling facts that you wish you never knew, part 13. Hundreds of thousands of bodies have either been lost or buried at sea, so every time you swim in the ocean, you're basically bathing in a graveyard. Chainsaws were originally invented for childbirth. Female mummies in ancient Egypt were always decomposed more than the male ones, and this is because the male bodies were embalmed a lot sooner while the female bodies were kept at the family home until they started to decompose a little bit. And this was to prevent people from having sex with the dead female bodies. Vlad the Impaler was called this because he would place his enemies ass first on pointed poles that would slowly skewer them to death. Fatal familial insomnia is a disease where a person literally cannot go to sleep no matter what they take or what they do. The symptoms get progressively worse until they die of exhaustion. And for the last one, you might want to look up who invented blow-up dolls.
No, thank you. I really don't want to look up who created blow-up dolls. And whoever made them, I hope they're far away from me, because I mean, I shouldn't be mean, to be honest, because I think I know the history of them. Like, didn't they create them for soldiers during war, away from their wives, to basically release and relieve each other? Not each other, but you know what I mean? Themselves. I mean, the whole point of the blow-up dolls is for them to release and relieve themselves without doing it with each other, because it's only male soldiers, unless that's their thing. No judgment. I mean, I don't know.
Major warning, if you have vivid dreams or nightmares, you're gonna need to hear this. This isn't just about bad sleep. There is a lot of research that's been done recently showing that people who experience intense vivid dreams, or often nightmares, show higher levels of dissociation, meaning the line between what's real and what's not can actually start to blur. There was some research that was done recently, conducted on a number of different patients. Some people who frequently dream, people who experience dissociation, and people who don't really dream that much. Now, it showed that people who have vivid dreams often report feeling detached in real life a lot of the time. Like, things don't truly feel real. You may have had that before, dissociation. Almost like you're watching your own life happen, or like things just feel weird. I've had it before. Now, there's also a link to something called schizopsy. Not schizophrenia, but it's called schizotyphy, which basically is an unusual pattern of thinking. You can see connections that aren't really there, or feel like something is off with reality, like just feels a bit odd. And here's the part that's really weird that they linked between these people. When you are having super vivid, almost lucid dreams that feel extremely real, and then in your life you kind of feel a little bit detached, your brain might not be fully switching off the dream mode when you wake up, meaning parts of the dream world start linking into your real life, literally like Inception, where a dream feels so real it's real and then you can't tell what's real and fake, blah blah blah. So what the researchers are now asking is a bigger question: are vivid dreams actually healthy and just random dreams, or are they a sign of something more, and that your brain is actually processing reality?
When it comes to this, to be honest, I've kind of experienced something similar multiple times, and I really wish to never experience this again. Like, I've had moments in my life where, like, I was severely stressed and I wasn't sleeping for like a week or two at a time. Not for like 2 weeks straight, but you know what I mean? Like, maybe sleep a little bit, like maybe for a day or two in every single one of those weeks. But like, it wasn't like healthy sleep, you know? And I do understand what he's talking about. I don't want to talk too much, but let me know if you also suffered from severe insomnia and nightmares.
Facts that will definitely make your skin crawl, part 2. There is more of a chance of you finding a dead body underneath your bed than actually finding it in the garbage. If you ever plug your nose during a sneeze, you can actually rupture a blood vessel in your neck or your brain, and it'll cause you to bleed to death. The electric chair was actually invented by a dentist. If a black cat looks at you and runs, it usually means something is about to happen to you, usually being pretty bad.
Here are some deeply terrifying facts. The human eye evolved specifically to detect eyes watching us, so if you ever feel like you're being watched, it's because that instinct has saved lives. If you are ever to be murdered, the most effective way of disposing of your body is to feed it to pigs, because pigs will eat anything and everything. They make sure that there's no traces of your body left. Many people vanish this way. There are people alive right now that will never ever be found. Thousands of people vanish every year without a trace. No body, no clues, no explanation. If you ever get murdered in the US, there is a 1 in 3 chance that your murder will never ever be discovered or caught. Some murders will never be discovered, not unsolved, undetected. No investigations, no missing persons, nothing. At some point in your life, you will have likely walked past either a murderer or someone capable of extreme violence, and there's a very bigger chance that you've walked past people who are seconds away from violence. Your death could be completely unnoticed, even during the day, even in urban areas, even in your bed, or even in a public place. Modern life hides death very, very well, often in silence.
Well, this just ruined my mood, to be honest. This was very disturbing and it pissed me off. It's not like I hate these things. I mean, look at that person. Look at how whimsical and joyful and positive they are. This is probably the most negative person I've ever seen in my life. I know that some of the things they're saying is factual, but I mean, damn. Say something funny.
Should we really eradicate all mosquitoes? Well, the answer to that question is no, we shouldn't. While these are the deadliest creatures on Earth, killing hundreds of thousands of women, children and men from the deadly diseases they spread, unfortunately these blood-sucking creatures serve a purpose. From things like pollinating plants, to acting as a food source for many species. And out of 3,000 species, only a couple dozen actually bite, so killing them would be pointless.
This is why you should be scared of that one person you're talking to online that you're about to meet in real life. Blanca Arellano, a 51-year-old Mexican woman, was looking for love. She met a Peruvian man named Juan Villafuerte on an online gaming app. And on the last day of October, she traveled 3,000 miles to Lima, Peru to meet him. She thought that he could be the one. On November 7th, while in the beach city of Huacho, where Villafuerte lived, Blanca spoke to her niece on the phone and told her that the relationship was going well and that she was in love. Then she went silent. Her niece suspected something was wrong after not being able to get into contact with her. She called for help on Twitter and reached out to Juan Villafuerte, who said that Blanca got bored of him and left to find a plane ticket back to Mexico, as he could not provide the life she wanted. But the truth was much, much darker. On November 10th, Peruvian authorities found a severed finger on the beach of Huacho. Then in the following days, they found a faceless head, and then an arm, and then a torso with no organs inside of it. They eventually identified Blanca Arellano via her family by the ring on her finger. Juan Villafuerte was arrested on charges of human organs trafficking. Authorities found traces of blood all over his apartment, and he reportedly posted TikTok videos of human organs.
Bone-chilling facts that will keep you up at night. Number 1, coffee. For years, scientists have speculated that coffee can indeed keep you up at night, and recently it has been proven. Number 2, global warming. Number 3, in the conflict between Israelis and Palestinians, Germany.
Don't you hate it when there's a random clip that starts off a little interesting and just cuts off in the middle and just disappears forever? 'Cause I hate it.
You will not sleep after hearing this spine-chilling fact. This is a fat fucking goldfish.
What would you do if you saw a man wandering around eating a severed human leg? It was the 22nd of March 2024 in Kern County, California. At roughly 8 a.m. that day, a member of the public was tragically hit by an oncoming train. This was at the Amtrak train station in Wasco. The incident itself was obviously shocking enough, with a pedestrian losing their life after being hit by the train. However, things would then take an even darker turn than anyone could imagine. The force of the train hitting the individual is said to have been so severe that it severed their leg. A 27-year-old man named Rosendo Tellez then allegedly removed the leg from the scene. Eyewitnesses reported seeing him wandering around the local area after the incident, carrying the leg. Witnesses saw him carrying the severed leg around, biting it and shockingly eating it. A horrific video of the incident has been circulating on social media. Thankfully, the man was tracked down and was arrested on charges of removal of human remains from other than a cemetery. He was also charged with violating his probation. He is scheduled.
So everybody's scared of something, but I'm going to prove to you that you're not actually scared of what you think you are. I'm going to tell you the reality behind your fears. For example, some people are scared of heights, but they're actually not scared of being up high. In reality, they're actually scared of falling. Some other people are scared of flying, but in reality, they're not scared of the flying part, they're actually scared of what could happen to you while you're up there. And finally, I know everyone has this fear. A lot of us say we're scared of the dark, but in reality, we're actually scared about the unknown and what could be in the dark.
On today's episode of Name That Epstein Associate, we have this guy to ask him files so
marked by a life-size statue, Gracie Watson
right now. But I'm going to continue covering the files, so follow along for more updates.
Hi. Gracie Watson was born in 1883. Gracie's parents ran the Pulaski Hotel. Gracie was a very extroverted and happy child. Everybody, including the hotel guests, loved her. Sadly, she passed away at the age of 6 years old due to pneumonia. Her grave is marked by a life-size statue with its hand resting on a tree stump to symbolize her life being cut short. After her death, her mother and the Pulaski Hotel staff claimed that they could still hear her laughing and playing in the hotel, as well as sometimes feeling like somebody was pulling on their clothes, and they believed that this was Gracie. Sadly, since then, the Pulaski Hotel has been torn down, so you can't visit it anymore, but you can visit Gracie's grave in the Bonaventure Cemetery in Savannah, Georgia. Many visitors like to leave little gifts for Gracie, like toys, candy, things like that, and some have reported seeing Gracie's spirit around this area. There's also a rumor that if you remove one of Gracie's gifts, the
Darkest Urban Legends Ever Told Part 1, The Smiling Man. And I'm gonna be real with you guys, if I ever saw this guy walking towards me at night, I'm running the other way. The story itself blew up in 2012, with a man from Seattle posting online about one of the encounters that he had with the Smiling Man on one of his casual late night walks. He said he saw a tall figure standing under the streetlights wearing an old suit, but the old suit wasn't the scariest part, it was the massive smile on the man's face. It never moved. But what makes it worse is the second he looked away from the man, somehow he was closer. But it wasn't like the guy was walking towards him. He was doing an extremely weird dance towards him, with unnatural movements and never breaking eye contact. Now, me personally, I say I would run, but I don't know if I'd be able to get far enough from this weird, jerky dancing guy down the street. And honestly, it's another reason on why you don't go out in the middle of the night. After this, the man ran home, locked his door, and posted about this whole encounter, but then deleted his account as soon as he posted this, and never explained why. But here's what's weirder. People started connecting his story to another urban legend, about another grinning figure known as Ingrid Cold, spotted in West Virginia in 1966, right before the Mothman sighting started. Now, whether the story is real or not, we don't know. But what we do know is it's probably one of the most unsettling stories because it could happen to you at any point in time. You could decide to go for a late night walk as soon as you're done eating dinner. It's not super dark, but it's decently dark out. And all of a sudden, there's a creepy guy with a grin wearing a suit down the street, and bro starts dancing towards you. I'm good on that. Don't forget to like and follow for more, and comment down below what urban legend I should cover next.
This is the scary truth about Disney. There is a secret about Disneyland that the company does not want you to know. If you rode the Pirates of the Caribbean ride back in the 1960s, you would be impressed by how realistic the skeletons look. That's because when this ride opened at Disneyland, all of the skeletons on the attraction were actually real. They tried to install fake skeletons, but Walt Disney thought they looked too fake. So instead, they worked with the medical center at UCLA to get their hands on the real thing. Today, Disneyland says there is no more human remains on the ride, but some people are unconvinced. The bedchamber skull right here seems to have the most speculation. Insiders confirmed that it was in fact real, and others have said that this skull in particular was donated by a former employee.
These are 8 horrifying facts that will probably keep you up at night. Episode 20. Number 1. Coffin births. This is a rare phenomenon that is scientifically known as post-mortem fetal extrusion. It occurs when a pregnant woman dies and her body expels the fetus. The gases in the abdomen builds up and then forces the stillborn fetus out. Number 2. Jeannie, the feral child. Discovered in 1970, Jeannie was a girl who had been kept isolated by her family in Los Angeles for over a decade. She was almost entirely mute and had barely any exposure to human interaction or the outside world. Number 3. The Green Children of Woolpit. In the 12th century, 2 children with green-tinted skin appeared in the village of Woolpit in England. They spoke an unknown language and only ate raw beans. Eventually, their skin lost its green color and they adapted to normal food. The origin of these children still remains a mystery. Number 4. The Hinterkaifeck murders. In 1922, an entire family was mysteriously murdered at their farm in Germany. Reports found footsteps leading to their farm, but not away. This case was never solved. Number 5. The Gympie plant, also known as the plant. It's only found in Australia. This plant's sting is so painful that its neurotoxins cause too much pain. It drives people and animals to unalive themselves. Number 6. The Devil's Kettle. In Minnesota, United States, there is a waterfall that splits into two. One side flowing into a river and the other side vanishing into a hole. Scientists still don't know where that water goes. Number 7. NASA would never release information about asteroids approaching Earth. Not because they're worried about us freaking out. It's because we don't have the technology to detect if there are asteroids coming from very far away. Number 8. Human extinction. This is linked to number 7. We can't really confirm if any asteroids are coming to hit us because in 2017 an asteroid named AG-13 was about to hit Earth with less than the distance of the moon. The asteroid flew so fast, scientists were only able to see it 48 hours before it could have hit Earth. This is real information. Let me know if you...
My apologies, I don't want to make fun of the people who were affected by the venomous plant, the ones who got stung by it. But I would be very mad if I got, harmed or like injured by a plant named Gympie. Like if your scientific name is Gympie, you're pathetic, I'm sorry. I mean, shouts out to the people who hopefully they survived it. He said it causes you to unalive yourself. I'm gonna look into it, but I still hate it. Gympie. I mean, no Gympie for me, tell you that much. I'll stick to tulips and roses. That's all the flowers I know. And lavender, I guess.
Billie Eilish was born on December 8th in 2001, and she first got really noticed when she released her song Ocean Eyes on SoundCloud.com. She's the only singer to be born in the 2000s, to have a #1 single on Billboard, and the youngest woman in the UK to have a
Okay, I've had enough of these random cuts. I don't know what's happening, but I'm gonna do something about it. Anyways, I'm about to end this.
Top 7 rarest albino animals in the world. Number 7, the albino alligator. Number 6, Megaloo the whale. 5, the albino ostrich. 4, the golden white zebra. 3, the ghost lobster. 2, the albino giraffe. Number 1, snowflake.
Anyways, your video is now officially over. Hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace out, everybody.